Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of IGCSE, especially and even 1123 students can watch this video in order to obtain general guidance for the improvement of their comprehension abilities. Although I have made several videos with regard to 1123 students, and I will be making more as well before the exams. So, my dear students, as far as IGCSE paper 1 is concerned, it is a challenging paper. Why? Because in 2 hours you have to attempt 5 questions, including text A, text B, and 3 questions of text C, which is 2A, 2B, and 2C. Then you have the extended writing questions. So the total questions which are attempted in paper 1 of IGCSE are 5, and the time allotted for that is just 2 hours, and the marks are 80. So, my dear students, the most difficult hurdle to manage will be time management. And the tip to improve that time management is that learn the art of brevity. The more lengthy answers you will write, the greater your time will be lost, and you will be in a chaotic situation in the challenging question of extended writing. Therefore, it is my humble request to watch all the videos regarding text A, text B, 2C, 2D, and then extended writing tips. All these five tips and all these 5 videos are mandatory to watch before P1 of comprehension of IGCSE. As far as the general tips of comprehension are concerned, which I will be discussing in this video, they are applicable even to 1123 students. So please watch till the end. And the most important thing is time management. How will you improve that? Number one, you should have a very strong speed of reading and writing right from the beginning. Remember that it is a reading paper. Very little is supposed to be written, more is supposed to be read with care, with clarity, and with absolute concentration. As far as text A and text B are concerned, you should spend very little time on those 2 questions. For example, the examiner recommends that text A can be attempted in 15 to 20 minutes. If it carries 15 marks, it means that 15 minutes should be spent on it. As far as the summary writing question is concerned, I have made a video and I have given you instructions. So you should spend 15 to 20 minutes on summary writing. Then starts text C. And here is your challenging time. So you should attempt to see very quickly. You should write very, very brief answers. Then for 2D, the structure which I have shared and brevity is required to attempt that structure, only 3 images per paragraph and only 300 words. So the more you will follow the time limit, the more you will follow the word limit, the better chances are for the achievement of excellent grades. So I hope my first tip regarding time management is clear, and you will not write lengthy answers in any part of any question. The second tip is careful reading of the question with underlining of keywords. Many students are hesitant while underlining the keywords in the Cambridge examination. There is no harm with underlining. With pencil, you can underline the keywords. Keywords, for example, means if the question demands from you usage of own words, then there will be no use of writing that answer without using own words. In the same way, if the question asks from you why, then it is mandatory to give the reason as to why. If the question asks from you 2 details, so it's mandatory to write 2 details. If the question asks from you one word, it is mandatory to write one word. If the question asks from you to write one phrase, so you should not write a sentence. Sentence and phrase are two distinct things. Phrase is something with incomplete message, whereas sentence is something with complete message. Sentence has a subject, it has a verb. So please remember all these tips and conditions. Read the question very carefully and answer according to the demand of the question. This is what I have just uttered, and this is what the slide also says, that understand the demand of the question. I have given you several examples regarding the demand. So please follow them. Answer according to the demand. Angle of the question should be correct. For example, if they ask from you the writer's mother's feelings about that situation. So you will not start writing the feelings of the writer. Here they have asked the feelings of the mother. So until and unless you will read the question carefully, in the pressure of exam, the best thing that you have to control is your self-control, that your nerves are relaxed, and in tension and in hurry, you are not making unnecessary mistakes. So please try to remain steadfast. You have to repay to the efforts of your teachers, your parents, and your own personal efforts of 3 consistent years. So there is no need to be in panic. It is just like one more exam of your life. So please answer the question according to the angle. Take care of space limit. Now you see, in my online session, I will be sharing the sample answers of the test paper 2024 W. I will be sharing that. I have already shared several samples of the students who did good papers in mock examination. The most important thing that you have to take care of is space limit. It means that lengthy answers are not required. If they ask from you two details, so they have provided 2 lines. So it means that both the details should be expressed in 2 separate lines. Don't join them into 1 line. 2 details, 2 points, 2 marks, and 2 separate lines will be used to answer them. The next point is follow line alignment carefully. What does it mean? Now, in the Cambridge papers, you will already have margin lines on both sides of the paper. The habit of following line alignment we specially prescribe during school exams, where mostly there is just 1 line of on the paper as a margin line. So many students have a habit of writing on the extreme right side or on the bottom of the page, and sometimes they give some extra information on the top of the page. No such information will be read by the Cambridge examiner, because your paper is going to be scanned and only the central part of the paper which they have prescribed for you to write, only that area will be checked, and over there the marks will be awarded. So don't make arrows, don't write at the top or at the bottom or the center or the sorry, or the right or the left margin. Center is the only place where you have to write. Do not exceed space limit. Avoid writing in the margin areas, as I have explained and clarified very clearly. Tips continued. Answer the question according to the marks that it carries. If it is a question of 3 marks, it means definitely the examiner is demanding 3 different things from you. If it is a question of 1 mark, there is no need to write 2 details. If it is a question of 2 marks, it is mandatory to write 2 details. So you see, always demand of the question has to be fulfilled. 2 marks means 2 independent points. So please take care of the marks that the question carries. These instructions I have made after reading the examiner reports shared by the examiner. So these are very, very important details. So you have to follow them accurately. Whereas own word question is there, own words mean usage of synonyms with appropriate context. You will write down the synonym of that word, but it should be contextual. Just as, for example, the word is vital. So in the context, you will see that how essential or important or significant it was. Accordingly, you will write down the meaning of that word. Effect means the impression it creates on the reader or listener. Most of the questions ask from you, what effect does it create? Why did the writer use this word? What effect does it create upon you? So effect means impression. What is the impression that it is creating upon you? How did you feel? What was your reaction after reading that word? So the effect means impression or suggested meaning or hidden meaning. Points to remember for correct answer. What does the word suggest mean in the comprehension scenario? Many students don't know the meanings of these keywords like effect, impression, suggestion. These are the key terms: explicit, implicit. 4 to 5 tips. I have made a video in which I have asked you that if you know the meanings of these 4 to 5 terms, you will obtain full marks in the comprehension. So suggest means to imply or indicate something indirectly. when I'm trying to hint upon something. I'm not saying directly that I don't like you, but I am implying it through my body language or through my mood or through my aptitude or attitude that I am not in favor of you. That will be my suggested body language. I hope now you understand the meaning of the word suggest. So, without explicitly saying something, when you imply something, that is called the suggested meaning of something. For example, when a text suggests something, it provides hints or clues, which are called context clues. So, by reading those context clues, for example, if it were a man with a wrinkled forehead, so you can understand that either the wrinkles were due to age factor or due to his remaining in anger all the time, or because it was a pretension of his extremely bad mood at that time. So you see, the clue or the hint of wrinkled forehead indicated or suggested several things which you are going to capture, which you are going to capture by reading between the lines, and that will help you to write down the answer. It will lead you to infer or conclude something rather than directly stating it. I hope this is also now absolutely clear. Own words question plus explicit meaning question. There are certain questions in which the examiner has combined the two types of question. And what is this type named as own words plus picking detail from the text. So this is explicit meaning at the same time own word. In the own words portion, definitely you will use own words. And whereas in the detail picking area, you will pick relevant detail from the text. Relevant means precise. Unnecessary details you will not be picking, only the right area, which is the demand of the question, that you will be picking and placing in the answer area. The most important tip. What is the most important tip about which I mentioned when I was talking about time management? And what is that? Brevity is the art of masters. And who said this? Francis Bacon. He was an essayist. His essays were very popular because of his brevity. He was the one who talked about books as friends, that some books are to be read, others to be tasted, and some few to be chewed and digested. So you see in one sentence how beautifully he has compared and contrasted the nature of friends and the nature of art of reading. So brevity and precision are the two major keys to success. The more your answer will be precise, the better chances are there of their being accurate. The reason why the students are in a chaotic situation at the time of attempting the last question, extended writing, is that they have spent extra lengthy time in writing down the initial part of the paper. So please be precise and avoid irrelevant details. One answer, one question, one detail, one meaning, one mark. All these things are interrelated. Now, the next question is that in which part of the questions you can use information from the text. When you find these, any one of these four words on the paper, on the question paper, it means that the writer has allowed you to pick from the text. And what are those four words? Number one, pick up. The writer says use details, or the writer says provide or give evidence, or the writer says quote. If these four words are there, now you see these tips are equally relevant to 1, 1, 2, 3 students. They are not just restricted to IGCSE students, they are equally relevant to any student who is attempting any kind of comprehension. So these are the, you can say, the universal rules. What's mandatory? Proofreading is mandatory. You will say, how will you spare time for that? Even 4 to 5 minutes, if you can spare at the end of the paper by proofreading and just seeing that you haven't left any question unanswered, that you have not skipped any part. Sometimes the student knew the answer of a question, but intention they skip it. And as a result, they are unable to secure mark in that question. So check you have not left any question undone. Do spare time for the challenging question of extended writing. These were the general tips for the improvement of P1 IGCSE, GCSE students. More detailed video regarding paper of W24 will be shared. Stay tuned. Remember me in prayers. My best wishes are for you all. Take care. Allah Hafiz.